One morning, a car pulled into the factory yard. It was Mr. Grimes' sister, Ethel. She had brought Bonzo, a young puppy. The sales were on, and Ethel was going shopping for bargains all day. Mr. Grimes had agreed to take care of Bonzo.
"Don't worry,"
he called as Ethel drove away.
"I'll take good care of him. He'll be no trouble at all."
The puppy looked sad, so Mr. Grimes stroked him and said,
There, there. It'll be all right. She'll be back soon."
And he carried the puppy up to his office. The puppy looked up at Mr. Grimes with great big eyes.
"Now you stay there,"
said Mr. Grimes firmly.
"I've got work to do."
Mr. Grimes left the office. The puppy wagged his tail and started to chew through the telephone wire. Meanwhile, the Raggy dolls were just outside the canteen window, wondering what Florrie Fosdyke was cooking for lunch.
Said Sad Sack. "It smells like sausages. I love sausages."
But when the Raggy dolls looked through the window, there was no sign of Florrie. Saucepans were bubbling away, and nearby was a dish with a long string of sausages in it. "Florrie is so forgetful, the saucepans will boil over unless we do something." Claude was right. The saucepans were boiling dry. The Raggy dolls had just climbed through the window when they heard footsteps. "Someone's coming," hissed Dotty. The Raggy dolls hid behind some tins as Mr. Grimes came in.
"Florrie, what's for lunch today? I hope it's..."
He stopped and looked around.
"Florrie?"
he called. Then he noticed the saucepans. "My goodness," he muttered. "That woman and her memory." Mr. Grimes turned down the cooker. "I don't know," he complained. "I have to do everything myself round here. Where can she be?" "God, that was close," said Back to Front. "But at least the lunch is saved." "Poor Florrie," said Lucy. "What a terrible memory. I hope she won't get into trouble." "And if we don't want to get into trouble," said Dotty, "we'd better get going." The Raggy dolls climbed out of the canteen window and into the factory yard. At that moment, Florrie Fosdyke returned to the canteen. She didn't notice the trails of greasy footprints across the floor. "Now then," she thought, "where was I? Oh, yes. Turn down the vegetables and put the sausages on." But instead of turning down the heat, she turned it up. Then she reached for the dish full of sausages, but the sausages were gone. "Well, I never," she thought. "I was sure I put them there. Oh, silly me," she muttered. "I must have forgotten to buy them." And she put on her hat, picked up a shopping basket, and went out. Moments later, Mr. Grimes rushed in. "Florrie, have you seen it?" He stopped again. "Where is that woman?" he grumbled. The saucepans were boiling over again. Once more he turned down the heat. Then he noticed the greasy footprints. "Oh, no!" he moaned. The footprints ran all over the place. It was no use following them. "Oh, what a mess! Oh, no!" The Raggy dolls were hiding in the tool shed. "I've never heard Mr. Grimes so annoyed," said Princess. Neither have I," agreed Hi-Fi. Back to Front was keeping lookout by the window. "There seems to be a lot of trouble in the factory," he observed. "People are rushing about everywhere." One by one, the others climbed up to look. Lucy gave a shriek. "Look, it's a snake! That's what the trouble is, a snake! Oh, I don't like snakes!" Lucy's knees began knocking. "Doesn't look like a snake," said Back to Front. "But look, it's moving," said Princess.
"It's sausages,"
said Sad Sack, who knew all about sausages. "Sausages can't move by themselves," said Dotty. "Let me see."
"Definitely sausages,"
declared Sad Sack. The others agreed. "Come on," said Dotty. "Let's get to the bottom of this." Back in his untidy office, Mr. Grimes was worried. No one in the factory had managed to find the puppy. "I'd better phone the police," he thought. "My sister Ethel will be frantic if anything's happened to that puppy." He soon realised something was wrong with the telephone, and sure enough, he found the wire chewed right through. "Oh no!" he cried. "What next?" By the time the Raggy Dolls had reached the string of sausages, there was only 3 left. The rest were inside a rather plump-looking puppy with dirty feet and great big sleepy eyes. "I'm tired," he yawned. "I want my basket." "Oh, isn't he absolutely adorable?" sighed Princess. "Somehow, I think he's the cause of all this trouble," thought Sad Sack. The puppy wagged his tail. "We'd better get him cleaned up and back where he belongs," said Dotty. Meanwhile, all the men were out searching the fields, led by Mr. Grimes himself. "Try over there," he pointed. "He must be somewhere." Just then, Mr. Grimes' sister Ethel arrived back at the factory. Seeing no one about, she blew the car horn. "Now who can that be?" muttered Mr. Grimes. All right, I'm coming." "Oh, no!" he moaned when he saw his sister's car. He burst into his office, only to see Ethel sitting behind his desk, tidying up. "Oh, what are you doing back so early?" he gasped. "Oh, there were no bargains at all, Grimesy. Just rubbish," said Ethel casually. "I am sorry about the mess. Bonzo can be a bit playful now and again, but don't worry, I'll take these home and retype them for you. Come on, Bonzo, you naughty little dog." Mr. Grimes stared in amazement. Bonzo wagged his tail. Just then, in came Florrie Fosdyke. Excuse me, Mr. Grimes. It's about lunch. It's all ready and I don't want it to spoil." "Eh? What lunch?" said Mr. Grimes, really confused. "Oh, yes, of course, lunch. The men! Blow the hooter, Florrie, and we'll all have lunch." "That's very kind of you, Grimesy," said Ethel. "What is for lunch?" "Oh, now, let me see," said Florrie. "It's, sausages." "Oh, dear," said Ethel. "In that case, we'd better not stay. Bonzo doesn't like sausages." Bonzo wagged his tail. From their hiding place, the Raggy Dolls watched them all go and then burst out laughing. "I think Bonzo likes sausages as much as I do," said Sad Sack. "I hope they leave some for us."